Yeah, hey guys, Jeffrey here with Guth Lawn Care. Hey, something that just popped up here kind of in my mind. It's raining out right now a little bit again. I'm just getting some cleanups done, but now I'm rained out. And the ground is so soft anyway. But anyway, that's for you guys that are getting calls from people and going out and getting new work. I wonder how it went for a lot of you. I get a call, of course, and I've missed the call, of course. I'm working and I don't hear it. You know, I got the blower running or a trimmer or whatever, and I don't hear it. And I know I could get one of them things put around my neck to vibrate, or an ear thing, Bluetooth, whatever, but I really don't want that. Honestly, I typically never need more work. Okay, I usually have enough, and I'm fine with that. I turn more away than I take on, but you know, there may be a day where I hire more people. My brother's been helping me this year. This is the first of that, but you know, so maybe I'm going to need more work. But anyway, the person calls, they leave a message, and sometimes I get back to them within like 5 minutes. And guess what? They don't even answer the phone. It goes to their voicemail and say, hey, you know, you called me about the mowing or getting a quote for whatever, aeration or whatever it is. And I say, just if you're still interested, please call me back. Sorry I missed your call earlier. You know, and do you think I even get a return call? No. Because what they do, they left a message and act like they're interested, but then I guess they go down the list to the next person that actually answers the phone. So this is what I'm telling you guys. Answer your phone. Okay, if you want work, you got to answer your phone, because they're just going to go on to the next person. The other day, a lady called me and we had an appointment set up. I like to try to, if I can do it right then, if I say, hey, are you available? I can come by and look right now. You know, I can look at the yard and I can give you a price. We don't have to be there, but usually I do better when the person's there. I can talk to them and they can get a feel for me. I can get a feel for them. It just seems like I get more bids when the person's actually there than when I go and just look and then tell them later. But anyway, a lady called me and she said she couldn't do it right then, and then I said, what about the next day? And she said, no, something's going on. She said, a couple days from now would work. And so we made a time, you know, and I went back by, or I was planning to go back by, and then she called me about a couple hours before, and she said, hey, you know, sorry that we're gonna have to cancel your appointment that we had for looking at the yard. She goes, I found somebody else who's gonna take care of it. It's like, I didn't even get a chance to look at it, you know. I guess obviously it was too good of a bid she got, so whatever. You know, that was nice of her actually to call me though and let me know that. But this is how it goes for me, guys. I don't know if it's the same for you, but it's like people call and leave a message, and I call them back, and they don't answer their phone. So I don't know. I guess if you really want work, you got to answer the phone when it rings. And then you got to make every effort to get there and look at it. Otherwise, someone else is going to take it. Same thing. You got to be on your toes in this business. I don't really care because I have enough work. But the other day also, there was a cleanup that I had to do. You know, cutting some grasses off and just general cleanup. You know, sticks in the landscape, and not like there was much, but it's just a few other little things. And I get there, and I was looking around, I'm like, doesn't look like there's anything to do. Well, she had somebody else do the mulch for her, which, I mean, I could have did it, but she didn't ask me or nothing, which is fine. I don't care. She provides me a lot of work. It's not that big a deal. But then they went ahead and just cleaned the landscape up because they were putting the mulch down. So, I mean, it's like I lost out on that. And that was one of them things I waited on. I waited for a little while to do it because I knew I had some time to do it. But it's like if you snooze, you lose, guys. So, I'm just curious what some of you other guys, if you face stuff like this, okay, do you call people back and they don't answer, you know, or another one I got for you. I'm sure you guys have heard this one. This is at least how it is around here. I go give a quote, and if they don't say yes right then to it, I'm not going to get the job. Pretty much, that's how it goes. I may be 1 out of every 10 people will say, yeah, we'll call you and let you know. And if they do call you, that's good, because that means they want you. If you never hear from them again, it means you didn't get the job. Okay, not even a call back, not even saying, hey, you know, we're gonna go with somebody else. There was one guy that told me last year. He said, I'll give you a call. And I said, no big deal, because I've gotten to the point where it's like, you know, I don't expect to get a call back from them anymore unless they want me to do the work. And he said, he goes, I will call you back. He says, no matter what. And I said, you don't have to do that. I said, you're not interested, you're not interested. And he said, no, I will call you back. He said, that's just the right thing to do with people. And time went by, and it was a couple weeks, actually. I thought, phew. He said that, and see, he's not even calling me back. People just say that to make you feel good. But you know what? He did call back then. I think it had been like 2 weeks, and he says, hey, I apologize. He said, took a little while. I went with somebody else because I wanted to let you know, you know, you look like you do a good job. Somebody else just had a little bit lower price, and we're going to go with that. And I was really appreciative of that, you know. It's just courtesy to call people back. And I mean, that's my big thing. If somebody calls me, even if I don't want to do the work, I call them back and I say, hey, I can't do it for you. Here's a number of somebody else. Or, you know, I'm just sorry, I don't even know anybody that does that. That doesn't happen very often. But you know, that's my thing. It's like, I think people respect you when you do return their call. So I always still return the call even if I can't do it. I think some guys don't even return the call, you know, because, or they just stop showing up. I mean, that's 9 times out of 10, when I'm getting work from another company that's in our area, somebody else has been doing the work, it's because they stop showing up, or they're not consistent, or they just don't communicate. Make sure you communicate with them. Make sure you're talking with your customers and letting them know, you know, what's going on. Communication is key. And then, yeah, there's one other thing I was thinking of. I just lost my train of thought. But, yeah, answer your phone, guys. Make sure you call people back. Talk to them. Communicate with them. You know, you got to be there. And just be reliable. Being reliable goes a long way, too. I mean, I do quality work, but even if you don't, I think, do the most quality work, if you are reliable and you're consistent and you're there for them, that's what people want. They want someone that they can trust that's going to get it done every week, yard mowed, trimmed, or whatever. And like I said, quality for me comes with it. That's what I want, is more than anything, is to provide a quality job. But I mean, some guys don't, but they're reliable and people keep with them, you know. I bet a lot of you guys are, you know, getting a lot of calls and picking up new work, and that's great. You know, that's what you want to do. Comment below if you get any of your work throughout the year. It seems like 9 times out of 10 also, or 7 times out of 10, I don't know, 8 times out of 10, whatever. I'm getting most of my work throughout the year, just spread out. And it seems like more towards the fall time. It's like either the other company didn't do a very good job, so the people wanted somebody different, or maybe it's an older customer, older person and elderly, and they can't do it anymore, and they decide, hey, we're gonna have somebody else do it, so they hire you mid-season. But it seems like that's where I find the bulk of my work, guys, is just kind of throughout the year. Alright, well, anyway, comment below on this. I want to know your thoughts on some of this stuff, and tell me something maybe I'm missing, or something I'm not thinking of. But like I said, I don't answer my phone very often unless I know the number, or unless it's one of my customers. But there's just too many telemarketers and too many other just garbage coming through that want to sell you something. I've even had one call me one time. They said they wanted a quote on mowing or something, and I called them back, and then it was some kind of marketing thing. They wanted me to sit through something, and they basically lied to me, telling me, you know, they were a potential customer, but all they were was just somebody that wanted me to give them the time of day to give me their spiel about how they can help me earn buku dollars, you know. But it is what it is, guys. Like I said, comment below. Let me know what you think on these thoughts here. Hey, we'll talk to you guys later. I hope your season's going well. Remember, you don't have to get every one of those jobs you're going after. You're trying to provide quality work, okay? But you're trying to make money doing this too, all right? You got to remember your time is money. So don't sell yourself short when you go to bid something, all right? You're better off not doing it if you're not making any money than sitting there and wishing you would have made some more. I'd rather stay at home if I know I'm not making anything off it. So yeah, don't go out there and work for nothing, guys. All right, you got to think about it. You've got a family to provide for and everything else. You got to provide, okay? So you got to be making good money for yourself. All right, well, enough of that. Hey, we'll talk to you guys later. It's Joffrey. Good luck here. See ya.